Today is National HIV Testing Day, and you can get tested for free at centers throughout Philadelphia. I'll tell you where they are in just a second.
All right, so here to talk about this one is Jane Schultz. She's the executive director at Philadelphia Fight.
Jane, good to have you here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Philadelphia Fight. Remind everybody what Philadelphia Fight is all about.
We're an AIDS service organization. We provide HIV care, we provide HIV testing, and we provide a lot of education for people.
Many people think this is an epidemic that is past. It's over. Why do I need to worry about this today?
Well, the epidemic's not over. People are still getting infected every day. We believe there are about 30,000 people in the city of Philadelphia living with HIV. We think that about a fifth of them actually don't even know that they're infected.
Oh boy.
There's really no reason people should be getting infected because we know how to prevent it.
Now, you said recently that HIV is on the rise in certain communities throughout Philadelphia, and maybe it's plateaued a little bit, but way too high. You're right. What are people doing? We're not using condoms anymore, or exactly where do you think the blame is?
Well, the big issue seems to be among young people, and what we think is that, you know, they didn't live through the first wave of the AIDS epidemic, so they're not as cautious, they're not as careful, and they're young. You know, young people always think that they're indestructible. So one of the issues here is how important it is for parents to talk to teenagers and point out to them that they need to use a condom. They need to be careful.
One of the reasons why we're doing this segment, the city of Austin just had a number of young people all of a sudden recently get AIDS. These are teenagers, and they were shocked, and they say, hey, other cities, are you seeing the same problem where we're having kids that are now getting AIDS? And our eyes popped out of our heads when we heard how young the children are in some of our neighborhoods that are having sex. 11?
Yeah, the city of Philadelphia, we seem to have higher rates of sexual initiation, I guess you would say, among young people than most other major American cities. It's one of the reasons why the city has started this big condom campaign, the Freedom Condom Campaign, because they looked at the figures and they thought, wow, we're worse.
The figures, 25% of 11-year-olds in some of our neighborhoods are sexually active.
25% of 11-year-olds?
That is 1 in 4. It is shocking.
It's absolutely shocking, and we're not doing a good enough job to educate.
If you think you have to have blood drawn, do you have to have blood drawn anymore to get an HIV test?
You actually do not have to have blood drawn. The tests that we use now are either a finger stick or an oral swab, which we have right here.
So it comes in this little kit right here. It's called OraQuick, and it's simply a swab.
Yeah.
So you put it inside your gum?
Yeah, you just rub it around. Like
this?
Yeah. That's all you have to do, you know, a certain amount of time. And then you just put it in this this little tube. And it has a liquid in it.
Tube.
Yeah.
So you just did the whole HIV test right there. You just did that, Mike?
Yeah.
So simple?
You just put it in the tube and you leave it.
Leave it right there?
You leave it like that.
How soon will I know?
After about 20 minutes, there's an indicator here that'll light up.
It's like a pregnancy test.
It's like a pregnancy test.
It's gotten so simple that there's no reason to do it. And you're doing free testing today?
We are doing free testing today at Philadelphia Fight, 1233 Locust Street, because we are really concerned about young people who are out at clubs, especially young gay men. We're staying open till 1 in the morning for people to come and get a test. And if they do get tested today with us, we're having raffles. We're raffling off some pretty good prizes.
Oh, cool. So it's Locust Street between 12th and 13th?
Yes, yes.
If they test positive, then what?
If people test positive, the most important thing is people don't need to be afraid of a positive test. This is a treatable disease. The only thing to be afraid of is not knowing and being sick and not being aware of it until you're not going to have as good an outcome.
Right.
If you find out you're positive, you can get medicine and you can live a normal life.
And then you can take precautions so you don't spread it to somebody else.
That's right.
Good to see you, Jane. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Locust Street. Between 12th and 13th till 1 o'clock in the morning?
Till 1 in the morning.
Okay, great. Go do it, please. 8:20 now.